Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my own way of doing all these logbooks. Now, for those of you that doesn't know, logbooks are super profitable now. You just need to have the know-how, and then it takes a little bit of time, but it's very rewarding. I would even consider it as an endgame content to earn lots of currency once you use the map nice enough, and the drops are kind of similar to 100% Delirious map, but not exactly, but similar, okay? So I know many streamers have actually made video guides on how to do them, but I do have to disagree with some of them. Like I've seen people saying you should use MS Paint to draft out your route, screenshot your map layout and pinpoint or draw out what are all the remnants, every single one of them. And honestly, I think that is a complete waste of time. Like guys, we are not designers, we are not some maths teachers that use exotic formulas to calculate this shit, man. Like just keep it simple, be time efficient. You're not going to spend 1 hour doing a logbook. That is not efficient. You're not earning so much by doing a 1 hour logbook. I mean, just an example. Okay, so like for me, on an average, I only spend about 15 to 20 minutes doing one logbook. If the mods are slightly more difficult than expected, I will probably need a bit more time. Otherwise, the fastest I did was actually like 10 minutes because it was very straightforward and I know what I'm aiming for in the map, and the mods are not super tanky. Okay? First of all, when buying your logbook, there are actually two things that you need to consider, okay? So the first thing is the faction. For the faction, you should always only take Black Scythe or Grandson, okay? This is the only two faction whose artifact is going to give you the currency. Okay, second is your map layout. So your map layout must not have these three areas. These three areas are very bad. They have like multiple platforms, dead ends and stuff like that. It is very bad. No matter how good you juice out your map, you are going to lose currency for sure. That is one thing you need to take note. For those of you that wants to purchase the logbook easier, I actually have a trade link here. If you were to open it up, you can see that I've actually filtered nicely for you already. Like the filter is here, so all you need to do is just select. I would suggest you only select one of the faction so that you can concentrate on selling that particular faction artifacts, and then the rest is just any one of them here. They are all fine, okay? So once you search for it, you need to make sure that even though you are looking for Black Scythe or the Knights of the Sun, you need to make sure that the area is not either one of them that I mentioned. Like you see, I mentioned that mountainside is the area to avoid, right? And this one has mountainside, so you cannot purchase this. You should avoid purchasing this at all costs, okay? So this is something to take note. And so the logbook that I'm going to demonstrate for my case is going to be Dried Riverbed with the Black Side Mercenaries. So apparently Dried Riverbed is the best area layout to farm your logbooks because of the high density and how clustered they are together. I'm just going to go in and show you. And another thing I haven't mentioned yet is that try to get your logbook quantity to be at least above 50%, okay? Above 50% is important. I've actually written down in the tips over here. I will talk more about it later on. Okay, so once you are in the map, you can see the layout is actually very densely packed together. You can see, right, they are all very clustered together. It makes it very easy to plan your route because it is very near each other. And yeah, that is why you should always consider Riverbed as your best option to do the logbooks. And now that we are in the map, I've actually written the step-by-step on what you should actually do. You can always take a look just in case you miss out anything. You don't really need to follow exactly, but this is just a rough idea on what you should take note of, okay? So I'm just going to give a quick example. So when you go into the map, the first thing you want to look out for is whether there are any boss on the map. So apparently mine has one. I'm quite lucky. Apparently I don't agree that the boss spawns very often. I actually have already done 25 logbook runs. I did an experiment and I've only encountered the boss like twice or thrice. I can't remember. It was definitely either twice or thrice. So you're lucky if you get one because the boss drops are very generous. Okay, and the next thing you want to do is you need to take a quick tour around the area. You need to understand what are the remnants, but you are only going to identify the important ones. Like example, this remnant over here, 50% increased quantity of artifact dropped by monsters. What I will do is I have a table of mods here. You can always add as much as you want moving forward. So I will copy this because I have 50% quantity of artifacts, right? And this is by monsters, and I am going to paste it here. And then I'm going to identify the location. So roughly the location, like this is the middle and I'm at the middle. So I'm just going to write like middle. And the next thing I'm going to write is whether I can do the modifiers or not. So monsters are immune to cold damage. Yes, I can do. I am a physical build. And this is what you're going to do. You're going to go one round and identify all of the important mods, okay? So the mods you should always prioritize first is quantity of artifacts. Okay, I should actually move it for you guys. This is like the order of importance. Okay, you should always follow the order of importance by here. Okay, I think I will do like stack deck first, because stack deck actually is quite a good amount of money into my surprise. Okay, so yeah, just move along the map, all the remnants, prioritize these three. Quantity is always king. Quantity of artifacts is always king. This is what is going to earn you the most currency in all your logbooks, okay? So for the rest, you can just note them down, like 40% increased quantity of items dropped by monster. Copy, paste, and this was the middle bottom, right? And then the mods I'm able to do because monsters do not grant flush item when slain. I'm fine with it. So stuff like 100% increased experience, additional enchanted item, not so awesome. You can just ignore them. You don't have to include every single one of the remnant, okay? These are the three important ones that I feel you should always include in your map. And then there's currency, there's stack deck, there's pack size if you want to. And the rest are all debatable. Just see which one you are more interested in, okay? So if you happen to have the logbooks that has Scarab, which is shipwreck, you can just include it in. Okay, and the next thing to take note is, do you see this small underground tunnel that has not been detonated? On the mini map, it looks like this, okay? So this is actually an underground tunnel. Be sure to detonate every single one of them. Why? Is because in all your underground caves or tunnels, you are definitely going to have all the remnants modifier inside of it, and that is why it is so good that you should never ignore it, okay? Unless it is just way far out beyond your usual route that you're gonna plan. Like if it's gonna be like at one corner over here, example, if it's gonna be at one corner here, you can probably just ignore it. Like I'm not gonna go all the way out just to take that particular underground tunnel. I probably have to waste like 4 to 5 detonation, and it's not worth it. Okay, so yeah, plan your route first. Plan your route as in you have to put all of these important mods over here. So I'm just gonna find another one that has the excavated chest. Apparently they are not giving me. Okay, here I have one here. Okay, so this is a very good example. So excavated chest have 50% chance to contain additional currency items. So currency, right? So this is here. I'm gonna paste it on the excavated chest. The location is slightly somewhere around middle left, And then is the modifier okay? No, the modifier is not okay. I cannot do immune to physical damage, and I'll put a red color. Okay, so this means, right, when I plan my route, I know that I should avoid this area at all costs. Okay, and then you're gonna want to list every single one of the quantity of artifacts, item, or rarity, whatever that is important to you. And this is where you can understand whether you should aim more for monsters or more for chests. Because the maps are randomly generated, there are some that has more remnants for monsters, and there are some that has more remnants for chests. Okay, now that I have actually written down all the important mods, as you can see, I have listed down. It is very obvious that for this particular logbook, I'm going to concentrate on monsters. So when I mean monsters, always try to pick the runic monster instead of the excavated chest. Like, if you can take the excavated chest along the way, then great, but you should always prioritize to take the runic monsters. So the runic monsters look something like this. It has a skeleton looking stick popping out of the ground. Yeah, always try to prioritize that whenever you put a detonation. Okay, so yeah, this is how I see it. Very obvious. I'm going to concentrate on monsters. And the planning route, right, when you start from here, just go to the nearest one with the artifacts or the quantity mods, and then just start planting from them. Don't think so much, okay? Like, seriously, don't think too much. Just plan along the way. Unless you know that your map is super big, you probably have to see a little bit and look at which area is most clustered and which area is has the less chests. And if that particular area has very little remnants that you're aiming for, then you can just ignore it. Okay, you need to bear in mind that you will definitely not be able to cover every single thing. This is what I've actually put. So about 20 explosive, you can cover about 3/4 of the map. This is just estimate, okay? I'm talking about the route, how you're gonna go about 3/4 of the map. As you can see, this is my route, right? So I only have 20 explosive. I just bought a normal one just to showcase to you guys. And I've only ended up here. Okay, this is the top right. So where have I been neglecting this? I have been neglecting the bottom right and the bottom left. Okay, so you can see I actually came down here and then I make a U-turn back to the top left. I completely ignore the bottom left and the middle left side of it. All these are not taken because I know they will be going one big round and it's gonna be waste of detonation. Okay, so once you have planned, this is your second most important step you need to do. Okay, mouse over this icon and make sure to check you are able to do every single modifier on it. As long as there's one you are not able to do, please just redo the detonation all over again. You don't have to just undo the placement every single thing. You can go to the last one and then just, you know, slowly click one by one backwards to check which are the remnants that you have missed out. Okay, and the second most important thing when you place your remnant is that do look out for the modifiers that have runic monsters. Runic monsters are duplicated. Okay, what that means is if you actually take the so if you actually take the runic monsters, this stick looking thing, instead of spawning one, it will spawn two. And this also means that your profit from that runic monsters will be double. This is the best modifier you can ever find on the map mod. Okay, and if you ever happen to see this duplicate runic monster modifier, it is definitely guaranteed 100% that you are going to aim for monsters because your profit is going to be double from it. Okay, and yeah, after once you have checked, you can just detonate already, and this will be the second phase of the logbook. Okay, I will detonate now and show you how it goes. So always remember, when the detonation start, do not pick up anything. do not open any excavated chests. Just run through all the mobs as fast as you can, because you do not want them to start clustering together. When they cluster together in large areas like this, it will be nearly impossible to handle all of them at one shot. There is a very very high chance that you'll die from it, from all the projectiles and stuff. Okay, and then if you die, try to come back as soon as possible and then clear the waves slowly again. Do not just run forward continuously and attract more waves of the monster to you. That will only give you more problems. Okay, so this is how it goes. Okay, I accidentally clicked a chest, doesn't matter. Just don't pick them up. Because I'm using a minion build, so it's kind of like relatively easy for me. I just run around. Yeah, as you can see, I'm trying to clear the packs in different detonation waves. So just try not to run forward and attract the packs in like crazy big bunch of amount. You're probably going to die from it. Okay. And if there's a boss, right? One more thing, if there is a boss, please focus on the boss first. Please, no matter what, focus on the boss first, otherwise you are going to die. I don't even know where's the boss. What happened to the boss? Where is she? Why is she outside? Oh, okay, so I have killed the boss and now you just continue moving forward. So like for that particular boss, right, there's actually a small mechanic. Different bosses has different mechanic. And apparently I've only found this one particular boss. And the boss actually doesn't allow you to freely roam around in the map while she is alive. So there will be this black cloud looking thing. As long as you are in the cloud, you are constantly taking damage like poison. Okay, damage over time. Okay, so I'm coming near towards the end of the map. Let me just clear it nicely. And then you can proceed to see how are the loots of it. Okay, so now that I've completed, you just need to backtrack, open the chest and just take all the loots. Just simple as that. And you can see that there are actually a lot of artifacts. Look at my modifiers, the beneficial ones. I have 40% increase of quantity found in chests, 300% rarity found in chests. But because I mentioned I am concentrating on monsters, right? So you can see I have 150% increased quantity of artifacts dropped by monsters, increased pack size, and 120% increased quantity of items dropped by monsters. So the EXP doesn't matter, it's just a bonus for me. But yeah, oh what? What? That was a random tabula over there. So excluding the tabula rasa, right, you can see that this is actually a lot of value. Like you are targeting the artifacts because you want to get as much exotic coinage as you can, and the artifacts just in bulks alone are able to sell for a very high price. Okay, so as of now I have 4 exotic coinage. Look over here, this is 11 exotic coinage drop. Like guys, 1 exotic coinage is 6 chaos. I've already looted 15 from this map. So 15 times 6 is like 90 chaos. I've already made double of the single logbook. Like if one logbook is 45 chaos, I've already made double of what it is just by picking up that particular exotic coinage. Now how crazy is that? Okay. And always do remember, as long as you explore the underground tunnel, pay a visit to it and just kill everything, because it's going to give you extra stuff as well. Okay, the stuffs are very random, so you will not know what are there, but yeah, you just gotta pay a little bit to RNG for the underground tunnels, but it will still be very beneficial because it contains all of the remnants that you have detonated. Okay, let me just do a quick clear up for this. I hate shield ground, man. Okay, so we have quantity also. Okay, so that's all. Not really a lot, but it's still something extra. It's a bonus. Okay, I'm gonna head back out and just continue looting whatever that I have not picked up. I think we are done. Are we? Yes, we are done. Okay, so this is the end of the looting, and okay, let's just forget about the tabula rasa. I don't even know how did it like drop. That was like super lucky over there. Like just purely the artifacts, right? I'm gonna filter it. So just purely the artifacts, you can see that we have 56. This is like about 8 chaos, 1 chaos for each 8. And this is like 5 over here. This is also probably another 5 to 10 over here, 5 to 10 over here, 5 to 10 over here. And just here alone, right, just the normal artifacts, you can easily already cover back whatever that is whatever that you paid for in the logbook. So if I remember correctly, the lesser black site artifact is more expensive. It's about 60. 60 is 1 chaos each. So if I count correctly, okay, 60 is to 1 chaos. This is 20 chaos right here. Okay, and this is about 80 to 90 per stack, and then it's like 1 chaos each. So probably this is 10 plus chaos, and this is another 10 plus chaos. And here you already cover, like I mentioned, you already cover the logbook. So whatever else that you pick up is actually bonus, extra, or your profit, whatever you want to call it. Okay guys, and here I just want to show you the results I have gotten from 25 logbook runs. Actually this is not all. You can see there are actually gaps in between. I've actually filtered halfway, and I decided to take a screenshot of what I have initially farmed first. I've forgotten to do that at the beginning. There are some stuffs here and there, so whatever that's in the gap I've actually already converted to chaos. And yeah, after I will do a sorting of the consolidation after I've sold all of the other items. Okay, so I finished compiling and consolidating all of the 25 logbook loots, including converting them and selling them into chaos, whatever that is relevant. And this is the results of 25 logbook runs that are specifically black scythe only. And you can see that the profit from this is just crazy. Okay, I spent like 25 logbooks, so 25 logbooks is probably the cost of 125 chaos. Okay, so like this is the cost of my initial starting. Okay, so this is the cost of my initial starting, and then all these are actually what I have earned, like whatever that you have seen over here. Okay, I'm not even including the maps. This is excluding the maps. This is excluding all of the red maps. There are other stuffs here and there like transmutation and whatsoever, but I did not include them because they are just they're just low in currency. So like those that are not really easy or good to sell, I just leave them out. And then all these are the base currency they have actually earned. Yeah, you can see that it is crazy. After consolidating, I realized that I have 4053 chaos like right here in this inventory tab. So if you were to do the maths, right, if you were to do the maths, your profit is going to be this. Okay, I actually made a freaking profit of this 2803. Okay, so if this is in chaos, remember this is in chaos. So if we were to convert it to exort, like the exhaust is about roughly like this. Yeah. So if you were to convert it to exhaust, right, it will be about 26 exhaust profit. Okay, 26 exhaust profit just from doing 25 logbooks. Guys, I think if you do 50 logbook, you're gonna earn like 50 exhaust profit. You can see how easily you can earn from the logbooks. I'm like totally going to treat this as like some GG endgame content. And these 25 logbooks, right, I must say I did not even succeed every single one of them. I remember there was like 2 runs that I was too ambitious. Yeah, I was too ambitious, and then the map mods was way too difficult, and I just failed them horribly. So that was like a complete deficit. I didn't even loot anything. Like I went in and all my minions instantly died in like 1 to 2 seconds. That was crazy. But you can see lah, yeah, that there's a lot of profit from this. So what are you waiting for? Just start getting your logbooks and farm them now. Okay guys, that comes to the end of the short guide. Not really very short, but thank you for watching. I will link the Google spreadsheet below in the description in case any of you guys would also like to use my method, which I find it is really efficient. I'm trying to keep the timing of each logbook run as short as 15 minutes, so like 1 hour you can do 4 or less than that even. So yeah, please utilize the Google spreadsheet as much as you can. Just do remember to copy it over to another spreadsheet of your own, and like don't ask me why I am not able to edit that spreadsheet or whatsoever, because it is meant for public display only. You are not allowed to edit it. It's just a template for you to use it. Okay, so once again, thank you for watching. Do remember to hit this like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.